Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today. Thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 25 projects coming out to you, 5 a week for 5 weeks. We're into week 2 now, and this is today's project. It's a sweet little card. Now, funny story behind how I came up with this design, and that is, although I love a wreath and I do wreaths on cards, and I've got a real, a full-size wreath coming out to you later this week, my mum and I were talking about Hygge, which is spelled Hygge, and it's the Danish art of cosy living. And we were sat looking on Pinterest, and up popped a Stampin' Up card, along with all sorts of other stuff, and it was all about, thick, luxurious cushions and throws and stuff like that. And it was a Hygge Christmas we were looking at, and up popped a Stampin' Up card, which was a wreath, and it was from forever ago, long before my time. And I thought, I really like that idea. So I decided I was going to make a wreath, which is here, and it's very simple, which is very much my style. And I thought, I don't know what to put at the bottom of it. And when I was getting everything out, I thought, I haven't used Merry Moose yet. I'm not really sure how to use the moose. And then I thought, I'm going to put it on my card, and I think it works. So, funny story. So this one is crumb cake here, very vanilla here, and then I've got I think the Coastal Cabana colours. So the holiday rhinestones are beautiful colours. So we've got, I don't know what the colours are. Let me just have a look in the catalogue and I'll tell you. They're towards the back, and you would be forgiven for missing them because they are a couple of pages short of the back and they're tucked down in the bottom. So they are Cherry Cobbler, Coastal Cabana, that's the colour I've used, Night of Navy, Shaded Spruce and Pumpkin Pie. So those are the colours I've used on that. This time I'm going very slightly different. I'm going Sahara Sand, so the paler neutral, and white, and we'll see what comes up. So the wreath is created from the Tidings All Around stamp set. So we've got one at the beginning, which is this one here. So it's the All Around wreaths that and the Tidings All Around stamp set which goes with it, which is the one I'm using now. So this is a bundle, so you can buy the whole bundle, the entire suite with both stamp sets, both dies and all of the paper and everything. Or you can buy just that bundle or just that bundle. But with this one there is another stamp set further back, right at the back, seasonal wreaths, and this stamp set also matches those dies. I'm not actually using the dies today. I thought I'd point it out because, like to pass on this useful information. Okay, so it's quite a large stamp, and so I'm going to grab a big block. This is an F block, and oops, do you know what? It's quite, you can bend these quite easily. So put it face down, let it relax on your grid paper, then pick it up, and I'm going to ink it by taking the ink pad to the stamp rather than the other way around, just to make sure I've got it well inked. And I've just stuck my thumb on the ink on the stamp, so let's hope that's okay. So my card blank, it's half a sheet of cardstock cut in half, scored in half. I think I've just sent that too far to the left. We've got the other side. It's okay, the emergency side. So yeah, I cut my cardstock in half and then scored it in half, and my piece of white is half a centimetre shorter and narrower. If you're working imperial, make yours about 1/4 of an inch shorter and narrower. Okay, that's better. Right, put that to one side. I'll grab Merry Moose, who comes with his own punch. It's too cute, isn't it? And I want just the outline because I'm going to come in with this. I don't know whether I'm going to go early espresso or soft suede. So I'm going to get this mousse, piece of whisper one, and get both ink pads because I'm going to colour bleed in a second. So I'm going to try early espresso there, and I've got my stamping scrub off to one side, so I'll just quickly clean this stamp up and then come in again, but with the soft suede. So like I said, I don't know which one's going to look better on the project until after I've done it, really. Okay, so to do this, you just take your Wink of Stella and you make the colour bleed around. And actually my wing Castella's not... Oh, I just made that too wet now. I've made it too glittery, I squeezed it a bit too hard. And I'm coming around and picking up bits of the ink from the stamped image. I'll bring it up closer to you in a second so you can see. And I've just made the colour bleed, so it's given the mousse a bit of colour. And I'm going to do the same again now, but with early espresso. So you can see I'm changing the colour of his face. And like I say, until I get it close to the project, I don't know which one I'm going to prefer. Because obviously I'm going over Whisper White this time, not Very Vanilla. Get the antlers done as well. There we go. So it's tinted up and coloured it up. Hopefully you can see that. And it's a little bit glittery too. Okay. So I'm going to punch them both out so I've got them ready. A little cough. It's my doorbell jangling. Window cleaner's just turned up. Mid-filming. I think he's done this window that I'm next to. Oh, there's lots of bits to line up on this one. There we go. Right, so what I'm going to do is start assembling it. So I do want to stick this down first. So onto here. Oops. Oh, can you hear that wind? Windy day. Very windy day. Then I've got linen thread and mini glue dots somewhere. I think, actually, I'm ready for a new packet. Anybody else love opening new packets of glue and adhesives? It might just be me. So I'm going to tuck one here, so offset to the sort of the bottom towards the right, and I'm going to put one right up in the middle at the top. Oh, I was going to put those back in my drawer. I'm going to pull off a whole load of this because I want to get rid of the kinks. So to get rid of the kinks, you could use your fingernail or a bone folder. I'm just going to use my fingernails. But you just run it, a bit like, you know, when you curl ribbon, it de-kinks it. And I'm going to go reasonably loose around. He's by my front door now. And I'm going to go around a couple of times over those glue dots. And once I've got it in place, I will decide whether I feel I need more glue or not. I think that's okay. And where do my scissors go? So on there now, which of these do I want? Do I want the early espresso one? I think I do. Yeah, that one's a little bit harsh, isn't it? Okay, so soft suede it is. Just got to remember that when I come to type up the notes. A couple of dimensionals. Onto there, and I actually don't think I do need. They're quite happily held in place. So the question now is which colour should I think I'm going to go green. So I'm going to take the three different sizes. Well, I think there's two sizes. I don't know. I can't tell. There's definitely big ones. I'm taking a guess that that's a middle-sized one. Middle-sized one? You know what I mean? And I'm definite that that's going to be at least the smallest if there's two or more sizes. But that is rather a festive card, and my nephews would like cards that look like that. Not too girly, not too child, because, you know, the teenagers. Actually, they're adults. Oh, that's scary. But yeah, very nice. I like the difference between the Whisper White and the Very Vanilla. I think it's one look, two finishes. No, one design, two looks. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Thank you ever so much for joining me. And go and have a look up Hygge. Hygge, Hygge, Hygge. It's the Danish art of cosy living. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you very soon. Bye.